some fresh trouble for the already beleaguered Congress. A fresh IT notice has been served to the party. A 1,700 crore notice has been served to the Indian National Congress. The fresh demand notice is for assessment years 2017 to 18 and 2020 to 2021. And this also includes penalty and interest. Now, this comes after 105 crore rupee demand issued earlier by the Income Tax Department. Of course, the Congress says that this is not a level playing field and its accounts have been frozen. This also comes after the Congress had moved the Delhi High Court, but the court had dismissed the petition by the Congress challenging the tax reassessment. So fresh trouble for the Congress. The Congress, meanwhile, addressed a press briefing and they called it tax terrorism by the BJP. Listen.
कि 2017-18 के अंदर बीजेपी ने 1297 लोगों के डोनेशन जिन्होंने दिए हैं उनका कोई एड्रेस, उनका कोई पता नहीं दिया, सिर्फ नाम लिखा और छोड़ दिया, उसका कोई पता नहीं दिया। पता इसके अंदर नाम और पता दोनों देना। और कुल कितनी राशि? 42 करोड़ रुपए की राशि, 42 करोड़ के लोग की राशि के बारे में कोई अता पता नहीं है कि वो आदमी जो है कहां रहता है, क्या पाकिस्तान में रहता है, क्या किस जगह पे हमारे देश में रहता है, उसका एड्रेस क्या है, और ये क्लियर वायलेशन है।
And a senior colleague, Himanshu Shekhar, is now joining us live. So, Himanshu sir, what is this particular notice all about? Earlier as well, we saw a 105 crore notice being served to the Congress, and now this is reassessment for the years 2020 to 2021 as well.
That's right, and this is of course the second major IT department notice under which a tax demand of around 1,700 crore has been made. Ajay Makan in fact has said that if you just add up all the IT notices that have been served to the Congress organization, the total adds up to 1,823 crore. Now, Congress's argument is that these assessments that are being made, this in fact is a reassessment of the tax returns that Congress organization had filed in these 4 years. Congress allegation is that this is being done in a very unfair manner, in a very biased manner. In fact, Congress has today presented facts to show that BJP, under the Representation of People's Act, there are certain norms of disclosure for political donation. The Congress allegation is that the BJP leadership did not disclose names of hundreds of people who donated funds to the BJP. And if you just add up their argument, their allegation is that if you just add up the details that is available on the Election Commission website, the total tax demand that BJP has to pay is around 4,600 crores for non-disclosure of norms, non-disclosure of the names and addresses of people who have donated huge amount of funds to the BJP. So while Congress has termed it as a tax terrorism, it has also launched a counter-attack on the BJP, saying that the Congress also owes around 4,600 crore to the IT department.
Absolutely. Himanshu sir, stay on with us. I'm also being joined by Nalin Kohli of the BJP. Mr. Kohli, your response to the tax terrorism charge of the Congress, that, the timing is suspicious, this comes right ahead of the Lok Sabha polls.
With due respect to the Congress party and its leaders, sometimes saffron terror, sometimes tax terrorism, they always seem to have something to do with terrorism to make a charge. What they are ignoring is the facts leading up to the situation and the mess they are in. It is their own creation. They can't hold the BJP responsible for their own undoing. This demand from the income tax authorities relates to, as one has learned from the media, 2017-18. The Congress party decided to, literally sleep like Rip Van Winkle and slept over these demands, did not even go ahead and file their responses or delayed so. The income tax authorities have moved under the Income Tax Act, as they would move against any Indian citizen or entity who is very lax in responding to their own notices. Right. Eventually, the Congress party found it's in a mess in, so it has therefore invoked its legal rights before the Commission of Appeals, before the ITAT, and before the Delhi High Court. 3 forums have found no merit in the Congress arguments. Okay. Now, when they are failing on the legal ground or failing for legal reasons that do not justify why they should get any benefit, they are trying to turn it into a political argument. Right. So turn their own misgiving as if they are the martyrs. The fact of the matter is they need to take their benefits or they need to take their relief from a court of law. They can't take it from the BJP. The BJP doesn't run the tax department. The Income Tax Act will apply equally to all. The Congress party can't make a demand that because I'm the Congress party, because I'm an old party, because there is an election, you must not now act against me.
Right.
The same argument can be taken by any other person in the country for any reason. Somebody may say it's my daughter's wedding, so please don't freeze my accounts because I didn't act in time. Somebody may say that I'm in jail, please free me because I want to go and vote.
So
the
were
Congress
cases in the
party,
making,
knowing
as
that
you're saying,
it has
Mr. Kohli.
failed to invoke its legal rights correctly, failed not to have failed in not responding to the income tax demands or notices in the due course, failed because its team was sleeping on protecting the rights of the Congress party, is manufacturing a false allegation against the BJP and the government.
Okay, so there's a false allegation you say against the BJP. Thanks very much, Mr. Kohli, for joining us with your response there. But Himanshu sir, going back to you, just looking at the timeline of this, as Nalin Kohli of the BJP also pointed out, these were cases in the making. The Congress had failed to file its responses earlier, and perhaps it's a culmination of something that's been going on for years. But politically speaking, this does reflect badly on the Congress as well, because a lot of its allies are already facing the brunt of corruption charges, including the BRS, the Aam Aadmi Party, though the BRS is not the Congress's ally. But just looking at how this sort of reflects on the opposition. Meanwhile, the opposition continues to say that this is nothing but to deflect attention from the electoral bonds case.
Important question, Vedant. See, in February, tax demand notice of around 200 crore was served on the Congress. The IT department said that it is reassessing the tax returns that have been filed by the Congress party. Now, this matter then went to the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, where Congress appealed against the IT department's notice. But the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, after assessing the arguments made by the Congress and looking at the facts, it said that the IT department notice is fair, and it ordered the freezing of the bank accounts for the non-payment of the tax demand. Now, against this, the reassessment of the tax returns filed by the Congress party went to the Delhi High Court seeking relief. But yesterday, the Delhi High Court also did not give any relief to the Congress and did not accept its petition. And so, within 24 hours, a new notice of around 1700 crore has now been served on the Congress for these 4 years, 2017-18 to 2020-2021. But today, when we asked Ajay Makan about the Delhi High Court verdict in this case, he said that we are confident we will get relief, and the Congress for the first time has said that the early next week, Congress party will move the Supreme Court and will put all its facts and details and the arguments before the highest court of the country, and will request the highest court for relief. So I think this entire politics around IT department notices is now all set to reach Supreme Court next week, and I think how and the legal battle will pan out in the next week, we'll have to wait and see. But just ahead of elections, clearly a big setback for the Congress party.